I was impressed with that move you pulled. Bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, it's G, it's Double MD, the undefeated, undisputed YouTube champion. That's right, it's the Maverick, Mark Daniels, here with episode 44 of our Pokemon Let's Go Master Trainer Quest. And guys, if you missed last episode, we caught a bunch more Pokemon we needed for our last bit of the Master Trainer Quest. We are just, what did I say, 7 at the end of last episode? 7 Pokemon left to go. Was it 9? It was 7 or 9. It was one of those prime numbers. We'll double check here. We're missing Mr. Mime, Electabuzz, Magmar, Pinsir, Tauros, 2 Eevees, Omnite, and Aerodactyl. So we're missing 9. I know why I was thinking 7, because 2 of them are fossil Pokemon, which means we don't actually have to capture them. We just have to, resurrect them. So no big deal there. I thought about, doing this before we ended last episode, which was about an hour long. But I think some of these are kind of like they're low rates of spawning, right? It's like Mr. Mime, for instance, is 5% chance of spawning, so it might take us a little while to find a Mr. Mime. It might take us a little while to find Electabuzz, Magmar, Pinsir, etc., etc., etc. So I figured we'll go ahead and wrap that up in this episode, and then depending on how much time it takes, like if it's under 30 minutes, we might go ahead and start our Chansey chain and start leveling these Pokemon up. So that's the plan for today. We'll start things off with Mr. Mime, who's next numerically. And Mr. Mime is in Route 11. So let's go ahead and fly out over there. I'm pretty sure that is what, to the... I was going to say to the right, but to the east of Vermilion City, if I'm not mistaken. Route 11 right over here. Perfect. So I was right. So Mr. Mime, our moveset's going to be Taunt, Toxic, Seismic Toss, and Protect. The reason why is because there Mr. Mime has Calm Mind, Barrier, and Dazzling Gleam. So of course, I didn't know I was in this game. Of course, the strategy is to stop the Barrier and Calm Mind from happening. So we're going to keep the Taunt up. And then from there, just hit the Toxic, Seismic Toss him down, Taunt him when we need him, Protect if we want to, whatever. And win the battle pretty easily. There, Mr. Mime has plus 80 in speed AVs, so we gotta outspeed it. Its speed is 232. With the level difference, we may. Oh my god, that's quick! I love it. With the level difference, we may not need to do too much with candies. We'll see. I'm hoping not, but if we do, we got plenty of quick candies. It won't be a problem. The reason why we're also not doing like a Calm Mind variant ourselves is because they have high HP investment as well as special defense and special attack. So I'm hoping, and we still may go that route depending on how much Dazzling Gleam does to us. It shouldn't do a whole lot. And I've thought about running even Light Screen to kind of counteract that, and we might. We'll see how things go. But for now, we're just going to stick with our very standard stall set. So, well, Mr. Mime is caught. I wasn't expecting to capture it that quick, but I'm very happy we did. Next on our list is Electabuzz, which is going to be at the power plant. So let's go ahead and head over there. Calm down, Ruby. Alright, Sky Dash. Now, Electabuzz, can you guess what's... it's going to be another stall set. It's going to be Seismic Toss, Protect, Substitute, and Toxic. Pretty standard. We are going to be Jolly Nature, of course. All of our Pokemon today will be. I didn't mention that, but if you watched last episode, you'll know that. But all our Pokemon this time around are going to be Jolly Nature because we want to outspeed the opposing Pokemon. It's pretty much the stat we care about the most in these upcoming battles. Most of them are stall sets, so it makes sense, right? We got to get Toxic on them before they do anything. Spam Protect, Sub when we want to, Protect when we can, and just let the damage roll. So, going to the power plant here, Electabuzz I believe is a 5% chance. Might be a special spawn, but I'm pretty sure it's a 5% chance to encounter it. So hopefully we don't have to do any type of chaining in order to find one. Hopefully we find one relatively quickly. So their Electabuzz set is Reflect, Fire Punch, and Psychic. They're a general nature. Their speed is 185. No AV investment, so we should outspeed them by level alone. And there's an Electabuzz. Wow, we're getting very lucky in this episode, and I couldn't be happier about it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pop this other Joy-Con in. Pop a Golden Raspberry. A great throw. Got it. Making great time today, and I'm very happy. So, Electabuzz is done. Let me cross that off our list here. Next will be Magmar. Magmar, of course, in the Pokemon Mansion. If we see a Ditto in there, we might go and capture a Ditto. We got a Ditto. I'm not even too worried about it. It doesn't matter what our nature is because we don't battle Ditto. We actually just have to raise its CP to, is it 4,000? Yeah, 4,000, same as Meltan. So let's go ahead and go to the Pokemon Mansion. While we're here, we'll go ahead and get the fossils resurrected. The Aerodactyl and the Omnite. Excuse me. And since we're here, let's talk about Omnite first, because we're going to go and resurrect these now. Omnite, we have to be 310 speed, which is plus 200 AV, so it's very important that we're a jolly nature. We want to have as much speed as possible. We're going for Shell Smash and Waterfall. We'll talk about why here in a second when we find Omnite and Amistar. The Omnite has Scald and Blizzard with quite a bit, well, not really quite a bit, speed investment, special attack investment, HP investment. We'll keep the lures rocking and rolling. Yes, Helix. And their Amistar has Shell Smash, Waterfall, Rock Slide, and Bite Attack. So basically the same strategy that we have. But again, they're an adamant nature, and their speed is plus 200. So thus being jolly nature, and if we get max speed AV, so quick candies, we'll be able to outspeed their Amistar, which is very important. We could also go a Toxic set. With them having Shell Smash, I'm afraid that we're just going to have to Shell Smash and match them. Otherwise, they'll outspeed us regardless. Alright, so I just want to quickly check something real quick. I want to make sure Omnite is a jolly nature. It should be. Kabuto was the nature we wanted it when we did Kabuto, which was modest, I think. No, it was timid. It was timid. Jolly, perfect. We'll go ahead and look at these two here while we're at it. Alright, we'll go ahead and lock them up. Alright, now Aerodactyl is next. Aerodactyl, their Aerodactyl, because I'm already on the page, we'll go and look, has Roost, Fly, Toxic, and Iron Tail. Oof, right? Big oof. Our Aerodactyl is going to have Taunts, because we want to get rid of the Roost, the Toxic, and we're going to have Toxic as well, and Fly and Protect. So pretty easy, right? Pretty standard. So that's the plan for Aerodactyl. Max AV and speed, we do get access to the Mega Aerodactyl, something they don't get access to. So we have a little bit of an advantage there, but they have HP investment, defense enhancement, investment, and speed investment. I guess technically enhancement works there as well because they're using, you would think, candies to increase their stats. Alright, so let's go ahead and lock up Aerodactyl as well, make sure it's a jolly nature, and then we'll go ahead and head on to the next Pokemon, which is Magmar in the Pokemon Mansion. Excellent. Very good. So we'll definitely have to put quick candies into Aerodactyl. We got to make sure we keep that taunt up. We got to make sure that we get that Toxic on. But in fact, we'll probably Toxic first. No, we'll taunt first so they can't Toxic us. And then with Toxic, they'll probably try to Fly or Iron Tail, and we'll just, from there, just do the simple, standard stall set stuff. Alright, so Magmar, of course. Our Magmar, if you could possibly guess what our set is another stall set. Taunt, Toxic, Protect, and Seismic Toss. Why taunt, you might ask? I would ask you the same question if you told me that. It's because they also run Toxic, Confuse Ray, Psychic, and Fire Spin. So obviously the taunt is there to stop the Toxic and Confuse Ray. Then of course we're just going to hit Toxic, and then we're just going to protect, Seismic Toss, whatever it is we want to do, and then easily win the battle. So no Magmar yet. We could chain some Coffins. We have caught Coffins in the past. Chaining, I forget what we were chaining. We were trying to get a Ditto maybe. I don't remember. I may have just been chaining them for fun to look for a shiny Coffin. I do not know. But I remember chaining Coffin for a little bit. I don't know how far we got the chain, if we have enough to easily catch him. But a Magmar just popped up, so we're good. We're going to also pop up the other Joy-Con. Go ahead and use a Golden Raspberry on this here Magmar. That was a weird throw. Oh, popped out, huh? Think you're something over here, huh? Just put an X's next to the Ominoid Aerodactyl real quick. I literally threw it straight and it just goes flying. Sometimes the sensors or something or just don't work, but doesn't matter. We got the Magmar very quickly. Very excited. Alright, so next will be Pinsir and Tauros. They're in the same route. Could be harder to capture. I believe it's Pinsir that has a 1% chance and Tauros has a 5% chance of encounter. So it could take us a while. We might have to do a little bit of chaining. We could chain, I think Bellsprouts are out there. We, of course, have caught a bunch of Bellsprouts in the past because we needed Bellsprout candies for our upcoming Weeping Bell and Victory Bell battles, which we haven't done yet, but we're going to do it in the next couple episodes or so. Same with Sandshrew and Sandslash. You can see they're on the team here. Alright, so Pinsir. Pinsir can learn Guillotine, so that is our moveset. We don't care about anything else, speed, anything, we don't care. We're just going to Guillotine the other Pinsir. That is it. Now, they also have Guillotine, if I'm not mistaken. They do. They have Rock Slide, X Scissor, and Guillotine. They have plus 150 in AV. So we might have to do a couple rematches in order to do what we need to do. But, regardless, should be able to win it pretty easily. We also have access to Mega Pinsir, if we want it. I think I have to get the Mega Stone for it, but we do have access to it nonetheless. Tauros is another stall set. We need to be at 313 speed, which is how much AV? Their AV is plus 120, but we do have level gaps that we're going to have, so we don't have to get as much speed candies, but we do have to put investment into it nonetheless. But we're running Toxic, Protect, Sub, and Double Edge. Double Edge, of course, some Stab. Some good damage there if we need to use it. And then their Tauros has Double Edge and Rage, and it's an adamant nature, so it's going to hit us pretty hard. There's a Oh, there's two Tauroses? Wow, that's crazy. Got him. Alright, so we get our Tauros. Now all we need is a Pinsir. Again, Pinsir, Guillotine. Don't care about anything else. We're just going for the Oko, baby. Unfortunately, Tauros doesn't learn Fissure. Do they not have Fissure in Pokemon anymore? Surely they do. I'm just surprised that Fissure's not in this game. Alright, so there's another Tauros just chilling there. I could chain Tauroses. Not an easy chain because, again, it is a, I'm pretty sure a 5% chance to find Tauros. Again, we could easily chain I'm positive Pinsir. I'm going to double check, but I'm positive Pinsir's a 1% chance. If we don't find Pinsir in the next like 5 encounters or something that pops up, we'll start catching some Bellsprouts. But let me check Pinsir real quick and check out Route 14 and 15. So yeah, Pinsir is a 1% chance. So I was accurate on that, and Tauros is in fact a 5% chance. Crazy we found 2 pop up right after another. That's pretty crazy. Pretty low chance for that to happen. A couple more Pokemon to pop up, and then we'll start catching Bellsprouts to hopefully help and find a Pinsir here. After Tauros, what's left? Is it just the Eevees? It is. Wow. Now finding Pinsir is probably going to be the hardest one out of all of them, though. Because again, it is a 1% chance. Alright, let's go ahead and catch some Bellsprouts here. Again, we've caught a lot of Bellsprouts in the past. What's Eevee's percentage? Is it 5%? In Route 17? I think it is. It is a 5% chance, okay. Now the Eevees we're capturing are specifically for Flareon and Vaporeon. We've already caught the one we're going to use for Jolteon, and of course the Eevee we'll be using is Ruby, our starter Pokemon. Because of course Ruby has access to all those great Eevee moves, so we'll be using those. Don't think we're going to need any candies in a Ruby because Ruby's already overpowered as it is because of the extra moves. But if we do, I have no problems chaining Eevees because Eevee's a cool Pokemon to chain, and quite honestly would love to find a shiny Eevee. It is no secret that my favorite Pokemon is an Eeveelution. Unfortunately, it's not in this game, but if you look close enough at her outfit, you might be able to harbor a guess which Pokemon is. Of course, it's Glaceon. Spoiler alert. Alright, so there's a Bellsprout up here. Let's capture it. How does that even happen, man? So it's our second Bellsprout for the chain. We're going to move our support trainer out of the way. For Bellsprout, we don't need the support trainers for at this point. We'll bring them back out once we find a Pinsir. Found some mighty candies, not a bad thing to find whatsoever. We definitely need those. Alright, we'll go to 6 Bellsprouts. No, we'll go to 11 Bellsprouts, and then we'll start flying looking for Pinsir. Of course, Scyther. Since Scyther is an exclusive game to the Pikachu version, which I don't have, I did transfer a Scyther from Pokemon Go, because I had a few Scythers. Strangely enough, Pinsirs and Scythers are very common around where I live. I don't know if that's for everybody that lives in the United States, but for me specifically, in my area, find them all the time. Tauros too. Tauros, Scyther, Pinsir, everywhere. Now I'm not saying they're like as common as Rattata or Pidgey, but if I play Pokemon Go like on a regular day, I play for like a couple hours, I'll probably find at least like 2 or 3 of each per hour. Pretty common around here. So are Bulbasaurs. You always find Bulbasaurs around here. I haven't really played so much since the 4th gen Pokemon have popped around, so I don't know if like Turtwig is super common. But I know Bellsprout, Chikorita, and Trico are fairly common around here. Where's the Bellsprouts at least? That was a Bellsprout cry, right? Yeah. An excellent throw indeed. Alright, so like I said, we're going to get to 11 Bellsprouts, and then we'll stop capturing Bellsprouts from that point. Focus on just finding Pinsir. And of course, we may find a Pinsir before that, you never know. Come on, Pinsir. Another Tauros. Alright, we got a couple Pinsirs here, or not a couple Pinsirs, a couple Bellsprouts. I wish we had a couple Pinsirs here. I stopped and it still went. That feels bad. Gotta stay hydrated. Alright, so we're at 6. Is we're going to keep going until we get to 11, or until we find a Pinsir, one or the other. Sandshrew grows to level 50? How nifty. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay, so we're at 7. Four more to go. Tauros still here chilling. Love Tauros. I want a shiny Tauros so bad. I once tried chaining Tauros like early on when I was playing this game. Didn't work out so well for me. That 5% chance was just a little rough. 2 more bell sprouts to go. A wild Chansey appeared. Alright. Alright, one more to go, then we're going to take the skies, we're going to fly around, looking for Pinsir. That 1% chance, baby. Here we go. Let's try and do it quick, hopefully it wouldn't see it coming. It did. Alright, so here we go. Is that a Dragonite? Yep. And a Charizard. Tauros chillin'. Another Chansey chillin'. They can also spawn on Route 14. Another Dragonite. If y'all want to throw me a shiny Dragonite, I wouldn't be mad. Just gonna throw that out there. Would not be mad. Got a Chansey popping up. Venomoth. Charizard. Dragonite. Another Charizard. Another Chansey. Couple Bellsprouts. Pinsir. Another Tauros. Finding pretty much everything but a Pinsir. When you've seen more Dragonites than Pinsirs, like, I feel like we have a problem. Another Dragonite. Yo, where them shiny Dragonites at? What the hell, man? Pinsir! It's Lapras all over again. Weeping Bell. I've gone through so many lures doing this. Maybe I just stand still. Just chill. Got a Venomoth. Oops, I didn't mean to run Dragonite. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't a shiny Dragonite, that's all. Just had to double check. Really? Not a single Pinsir, man? We've literally found everything else. We found like 7 Dragonites! 7! I'm talking Dragonites, guys. Dragonites. 7 of them. Not a single Pinsir. Like if this was the real Pokemon world right now, do you know how crazy that is? It's a freaking Dragonite, and we've found like 7 of them. Tauros, we found like 5 or 6, which isn't nearly as crazy, but still. 7 Dragonites and Charizards galore. We found like 5 Charizards. Man, this picture better be freaking shiny. Making me wait this long. Maybe it don't matter. Let's say maybe we just stay on the ground. It doesn't really matter though. We are finding so many Dragonites. This is wild. Another Charizard pops up. You can find the legendary birds here too, right? So I'll just find like Articuno and Moltres, Zapdos before we find this damn Pinsir. Venomoth. Would you look at that? Another gosh darn Dragonite. One diggity darn Dragonite. And another Charizard. Pinsir. This is crazy. You know, it's funny. We found all these other Pokemon so quick. Mr. Mime, Magmar, Electabuzz, like almost instantly. Now, granted, they were a 5% chance. We found Tauros too. All these Pokemon so quickly. But not Pinsir. Pinsir's definitely making up for those. That's for damn sure. This is crazy. Maybe I should dismount. Why is she in the bush like that? She looks very suspicious over there. No, let me run. I'm about to say screw it and use the Pinsir that we have. We have a Pinsir. I just don't think it's a Jolly nature, and really the nature doesn't matter too much because we're just using Guillotine. But this is kind of ridiculous. Again, we found so many Dragonites, so many Charizards. So much Chanseys, so many Tauroses, Venomoths, Weepinbells. The list goes on. But I feel like I would do a disservice to you guys, to myself, if after all of this waiting, we gave up. So I'm not going to. However, that doesn't make it any easier, man. You know what we could do? Reset, come back. Maybe this will make this process a little bit faster. I don't know. Wait for a few Pokemon to pop up and then we'll just do the same thing over and over again. I mean, the Charizard, go figure. All these damn Charizards, all these damn Dragonites. No Pinsirs. I was actually knocked my phone down because my foot was caught on the charger. Classic. Phone's fully charged anyways. Take it off the charger. Alright. Come on, Pinsir. Better be a man. Shiny. Excuse me, shiny Pinsir, please. I would love a shiny Pinsir, I'm not gonna lie. Or any Pinsir. I'll take anything, man. So much with getting this done early and then, you know, starting our Chansey chain. We're probably not gonna start our Chansey chain now. in this episode. Because we still got to capture 2 Eevees. I'm hoping Eevees will be a bit easier than this, because there's a 5% chance for them to spawn versus the 1%. But still, 5% is no laughing matter. Still could take us a little while to find one. This is just insanity. This actually may be worse than Lapras and Hitmonchan. Definitely worse. Do you guys remember Dratini being super easy? Found Dratini like instantly. When we tried to catch our initial Dratini for the Pokedex back when we did our Pokemon Let's Go Let's Play before the Master Trainer quest. It took us forever to find that Dratini. Now we're kind of suffering that same fate through Pinsir. Funny how things work out sometimes. Yes, he's not blue, but he will do. Give me the other Joy-Con, baby. We're using everything we can to catch this son of a gun. And if he runs away, I'm gonna be so upset. Please don't do that to me. I've been a good boy. Just stay in the damn ball, Pinsir. It's fine. Yes, Pinsir is finally done. That was painful. That took way too long. And watch one spawn. I want to look real quick. Watch one spawn immediately after. Guaranteed. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Alright. I would have been pretty upset if another one spawned immediately. I would have just been like, really? Really, Pinsir? That's what we're doing today? 2019 and this is what we're doing? Alright, so let's go ahead and head over here. We're going to get ready to catch 2 Eevees. So let's talk about Eevee. Well, not really Eevee specifically. Let's talk about Vaporeon. Let's talk about Flareon as we fly on over here to get this Pinsir. Not this Pinsir. Get away from the Pinsir and towards the Eevees. So Vaporeon is going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one. We'll talk about that once we get to the route as to why it's going to be tough. So our set for Vaporeon is going to be Rest, Tail Whip, Double Kick, and Acid Armor. And I have in my notes, might have to grind candies. And I'll tell you why. Because their Vaporeon has Toxic, Shadow Ball, and Rest. So I can't do a stall set because, well, they have Rest. So if I use Toxic, they can just sleep it away. Let's go ahead and fly on over here. No, we'll just stay in the grass. It's fine. So our plan is simply, and I think I talked about this in a previous episode, maybe a couple episodes ago, but we're going to Acid Armor spam, Tail Whip spam, and then Double Kick spam. Rest when we need to, once they Toxic us and we take a bit more damage than we need to. Rinse and repeat. So it's going to be a tough battle, possibly a long battle. I'm hoping it works. If it doesn't work, we'll try to figure out a different strategy to use. So look forward to that. Then Flareon. Our Flareon is going to have Toxic, Dig, Protect, and Substitute. We have to beat 325 speed. Their speed has plus 200 AV. And their Flareon moveset is Flare Blitz, Superpower, and Fire Spin. So a lot of damage on their side. Pretty simple stuff. We're just going to stall them out. Toxic, we're going to Protect and then Dig. Whatever we want to do, we're going to do it. So we needed Jolly Nature so we could outspeed them. With the level difference, Jolly Nature, and then the plus probably 200 AVs we need for speed, or damn near 200. Maybe it's only 175 because of the level gap and the Jolly Nature. We'll see. I'm not sure how the numbers work in our favor. We should be fine. Should be an easy battle. We just need to outspeed it, basically, and we'll be fine. So we're just looking for 2 Eevees here, and then we're done. Again, Eevee has a 5% chance to spawn, so not the greatest of odds for us, but We've seen worse in this episode alone. With Pinsir, I say that watch us not find another Eevee for like 30 minutes. And of course, we've caught the Eevee already for Jolteon. And I guess we got time. Might as well talk about Jolteon. If you guys missed the episode a couple episodes ago that we talked about it. But Jolteon is an adamant nature. Toxic substitute Dig and Rest. Because their Jolteon has Light Screen, Yawn, and Shadow Ball. There's an Eevee right there. Okay. Almost missed it, to be honest. Excuse me. We're going to pop up this other Joy-Con. Hit him with that berry. So yeah, that's our strategy against Jolteon. So pretty standard. Then of course with Eevee, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to use Ruby. In my notes I literally say Ruby Destroy All, because I didn't know really what to put there. Because we're going to be using like Sappy Seed. We'll use the water attack. I can't remember the Bouncy Bubble, I think is what it's called. I can't remember the attacks all the time, but it'll be pretty easy, I think, to beat Eevee without Eevee candies. We should be good. But if we need to farm Eevees, like I said, not totally against it. Shiny, oh nice, an Eevee right off the bat. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I wouldn't mind shiny, or not shiny chain, but chaining Eevees. There's a lot of cool Pokemon in this route. Wouldn't mind a shiny of Ponyta, Psyduck, Eevee. Shiny Doduo would be okay. Shiny Pidgey would be okay. That's pretty much. I mean, you got the Dragonite, Charizard, and all that stuff that spawns in every area. I think Chansey's here as well. Those are okay, but is this what we're doing, Eevee? Alright, we're using a berry here. How does that even happen? That's happened to me a few times now. I think it's because I'm like, when I'm aiming, it's for some reason pointing the sensors this direction. I'm guessing. I don't know. It's gonna run away from us, isn't it? I did that same exact thing I just mentioned a second ago. Got it. Alright, so let me double check my list here, make sure we got everything done. Let's check these natures too, make sure they're jolly. They should be. But what a journey that was. We now officially, assuming we have everything done, which we should, we'll officially have all the Pokemon we need to finish the Master Trainer quest. With the exception of Meltan, I'll transfer one over. At some point, I have some. I've caught some. I haven't caught a whole lot of them, which is stupid because I own Pokemon Let's Go and I have basically an unlimited source of them, so I can evolve one into a Melmetal. I'm gonna try to do that. Both are jolly, perfect. We'll check Magmar and Tauros. They should be good. Yep. We'll go ahead and mark them. Get rid of these Bellsprouts, and then quickly we'll double check to make sure we have everything that we want, and then we'll wrap it up. Next episode we'll go ahead and start the Chansey grind. Hopefully next episode we can go ahead and get Sandshrew, Weepinbell, and then of course we'll take 3 other Pokemon with us, because why wouldn't we? We'll be taking Lickitung, Hitmonlee, and Hitmonchan because they're next numerically. We'll get rid of all these Vulpix and stuff too. Don't need them. I just realized that Eevee is not locked up, and we definitely want to lock it up. That's our Jolteon. Alright, so quickly, let me scroll up here. So Hitmonlee. Boom. Then next will be Scyther on the list. We also have Jolteon. This can be a Jolteon. We haven't evolved it yet. We can evolve it whenever, honestly. We'll just buy stones at some point and evolve them all. And then Snorlax. Perfect. So that's our 4 adamant Pokemon. Of course, we have Weepinbell here. We also have Gengar eventually once we evolve it. And there's our Magikarp. That's on our list. It's a shiny Magikarp. It's a timid nature. Still a speedy nature. I was going to originally go Jolly, but it's not a big deal because it's a shiny freaking Magikarp. Okay, so Haunter, Weepinbell. What was the other one? And Sandshrew, which is in our party. Right there. Okay. Okay, so now going back down the list here, we have the modest Pokemon. We have Coughing. Right there. Tangela, which is right next. We have Jinx. And of course, Dratini. Those are all modest nature Pokemon. The two timid Pokemon, we have Porygon and Kabuto. Third if you count Dia the Magikarp, which I do. So third timid Pokemon. Then we have the Jollies. We have Rhyhorn. Chansey should be right here. Yep, Chansey. Hitmonchan, Lickitung, Kangaskhan, Horsey, Goldeen, Staryu, Mr. Mime. Of course, Lapras is down the list a little bit, but we have Lapras, Electabuzz. I said Mr. Mime right? Yeah. Mr. Mime, Electabuzz, Ammonite, Aerodactyl, Magmar, Tauros, and Pinsir. We're good. So those are all the Pokemon we're going to be training over the next few episodes. Again, our plan is to go ahead and get Weepinbell, Sandshrew, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, and Lickitung all to level 90 plus. We'll train some more Pokemon after that if we get to the level 90 in the next episode, because of course we still got to catch a bunch of Chanseys and start the chain for Chansey first. The more chances we get, the higher the amount of EXP we'll start getting. Then the next episode after that, so probably 2 episodes from now, we'll go ahead and do the Weepinbell Victory Bell, the Sandshrew Sandslash. I'm hoping Gengar. If we have Gengar by then, we should. I should hopefully be able to evolve Haunter this weekend by training one of my buddies. And then we may do the Lickitung, Hitmonlee, and Hitmonchan battle all in one video. And then after that, we'll go ahead and... The only problem is we need quick candies for Hitmonchan, I believe, specifically. And Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, and Lickitung. So we may not have enough quick candies for them. If we don't, we won't add those to the list. We're going to focus, though, on Weepinbell, Victory Bell, Sandshrew and Sandslash, and Gengar if we have them for sure. If we don't have enough candies for the other 3, not worried about it, we'll just go back to training the rest of the Pokemon. Once we get them all to level 90, get that chain so we can break the Chansey chain whenever we want to. We could then worry about grinding some more quick candies and attack candies or whatever we might need in the future. Get the rest of these done. Be done with the Master Trainer Challenge. We still have the legendary Pokemon too. That we got to worry about. So like beyond these Pokemon we're training, we're also going to be training Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and of course Mewtwo and Meltan. We'll get them up to level 90 plus as well. Probably just get them to level 100. And then we'll have to feed them candies to raise their CP. I can quickly go over that too, because we haven't really done that yet. In this episode anyway. So Ditto and Meltan need 4,000 CP. Should be pretty easy to do. Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres need 7,500 CP. Mewtwo needs 9,000. Now I didn't write down Melmetal, but I can easily tell you guys what that is. Melmetal is 8,000. And so is Mew. So Mew and Melmetal are both 8,000. Mew we're probably not going to do, because again I don't have access to Mew unless I get the mission done on Pokemon Go, which is probably not going to happen. Not a big deal. We'll miss Mew, but we can definitely do Meltan. Melmetal is suspect because we have to catch a bunch of Meltans in Pokemon Go to get Melmetals. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, I am the Maverick Mark Daniels, bidding you a farewell, peace, and one love. Bang!